Bitch, get out of my podcast. Get the fuck out. Ugh, somebody, it being inappropriate. We gotta smoke, honey, because my life is filled with shock value and trafficking into situations that I'm unaware of all the circumstances in which other individuals have power or authority over my time on this earth and where I have to spend my time on this earth. I don't feel safe. I'm not comfortable and I don't feel safe. So, without further ado, we're about to play the intro to the Cherry Franklin Show and fire up a blunt. Y'all, it is 4:46 a.m. here on the West Coast, Northern California, Stockton, California to be exact, baby. It is 26 minutes past 4:20. We're about to get into a smoke session, y'all. This is the Cherry Franklin Show. If you have not rolled a blunt, made a drink, a cup of coffee, or a sandwich, now's the time to do so. Honey, I don't know how many more of these podcasts I got left in me, baby. But Tupac producer and owner at 98.2 the LA radio station, the legendary DJ King Assassin, legendary producer, engineer, and rap artist as well. Has worked with the whole damn Bay Area, telling me to come by the house next weekend and get in the studio. So I don't know, honey. I don't know if this is gonna be enough for me to sustain a life here. So we about to smoke. Y'all ready? We're gonna smoke 2 times. We're gonna smoke once with Facebook, then we're gonna get off and smoke on the background.
Hey, put it in the air, put it in the air, put it in the air, put it in the air. Everywhere I'm at, eyes on low, but I'm up there.
I got no way out. I got no way out. No way out. If it's a movie or a book about my life, it'll be called No Way Out.
We on go. I want the bag. Give me the cash. I want the low. Put it in the air. 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 Rolling up with stickers.
I can never do nothing happily, safely, comfortably, or well prepared. I always have to go through shit. A shitstorm. Every time I turn around, I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
So we on the left. We smoking rap. So you need a stethoscope to see me. It's the best time for the season. Don't joint no leeching. I can just smash out a beat it. I'ma get mine, so I'm greedy. Shawty said she want me to eat it. I told her I'm vegan. Hey, shawty on super spray. I got the Mary J. That be my A. You can add me to the race. Put on the gas, so get out the way. You coming last, you a disgrace. But with my stash, I be where you stay. When I get mad, I roll up the paper. Gas, blowing on bait. Ay, put it in the air, put it in the air. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Everywhere I'm at, eyes on low, but I'm up there. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Put it in the air, put it in the air. We rolling up with stinkers. Everywhere I'm at, smoke in the air. We on the gas, we on the mid.
Oh, I'm crying already.
Give me the cash. I want the low. Put it in the air, put it in the air.
It ain't nowhere safe. It ain't nowhere safe, honey. In Stockton, California.
Ain't coming no more smoke for town. 209, yeah, that's my cloud. Blunt rotations, that's my crowd.
You ain't gotta smoke this Cali. Put it in the wood, but you grew it in the valley. Keep on wax, on leaf, on tap. I'll turn the team up, pet rally. White people call me Cherry. I had great to sit in the blueberry. Mr. J, I'm coming with the Mary. This that thing, no air pass spare me. I got lungs like a motherfucking vacuum. Puff up ass and pass, I'll tax you. That's just facts, no cat boo. I put it on wax with a pack full. It's written on me like a tattoo. Big circle like a battle rap tattoo. Like
Once, but I put it in the bag too.
I like fronts, but I put it on the bag too. Don't do me. I keep 5 on it like the Loonies. Hit your ass off with a 2-piece. It go to me. Quit acting brand new like a groupie. If
Just put it in
it's
the air, put it in the air. Put it in the air, put it in the air. Everywhere I'm at. Eyes on low, but I'm up there.
hold on, y'all. End of the video. The video intro. really quickly, everybody. I keep putting my hair down and putting it back up. I'm about to take it down, leave it down. But really quick, y'all, 4:51 a.m. here on the West Coast, Northern California, Stockton, California. If you have not already followed and subscribed at Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at The Cherry Franklin Show, please go ahead and do so. I don't know if I want to play some instrumentals or the news or some music. Should we check the news really quick? I know y'all don't like the news. I know y'all don't like the news. I know that. But I also know that it's important for us to stay on top of what the fuck could possibly be going on in the White House with our funding, as well as who's responsible for the setbacks or the leaps forward. It's important. We should all know. We all need to know every single fucking day, not just sometimes, what our government plans on doing with us. And it's not healthy to hate the conditions of which we're all struggling and living in, and conditions that the government puts us through, like mandatory mass vaccinations, unemployment, mass unemployment, shutting down the general public. We can't just be mad and upset about the conditions and not trying to do something to better it. As me personally, as somebody who starts each and every day as a genuine good person, every day, wake up and fearing for the well-being of the world, that a meteorite might crash into the planet and we all die. You know what I'm saying? Like, just general aware, positive, good person or whatever. Anyway, all of the positive, happy feelings, fuzzy feelings, I want you to feel, honey. I already wake up like that every day with that type of heart and intention, but with the feeling of dread and fear that I'm not in the place that I'm supposed to be in, where I feel in control or safe or free. I don't feel like I'm being accounted for, protected, or validated, empowered, or even respected due to major setbacks in my life: lack of family, lack of regular income, or lack of finishing projects, finishing degrees. So many things, endeavors in business I've started that I wasn't able to finish. There's like so many reasons for me to have that feeling of dread or worry, right? But despite those worries, I still make the conscious adult decision every single day to put one foot in front of the other and be a kind-hearted, helpful, contributing individual in my community. Now, I say all that to say this. If we have a government that sits at a table and votes on how to spend this country's money, and by this country, I mean me and your taxes, don't you think that it's important that they care about the well-being of others? Like, I already wake up every day with that good, genuine person, fuzzy energy, but then the feeling of dread due to not being happy at where I'm at in life. And then making the conscious decision as an adult to proceed to remain a good person. Don't you think that is a quality that is necessary in a government that is going to spend this country's budget. I would think you would have to care about your community or your economy. For example, I might have found out that somebody who insulted me publicly last year, I may have just found out that that person is one of my managers, if not the manager at my job. If we is gonna work together, don't you think we should not want no bad shit to happen to each other for the sake of our own individual success within the company? I have never been so in fear for my life as I am today. I have somebody that I'm in a personal relationship with who lies to me and leaves me to struggle with things and spend extra money on things. I have family that's alive, but who doesn't respect my work, my money, my time on this earth enough to allow me the freedom to even make it to work, to make it to shower, have a shower, sleep schedule, or even run my own business that I've freaking been running for 20 years, that always saved my ass in between jobs and in between my family making me homeless. Guess what I always have? My business. Happens to be a record label. Every time. But they don't respect me enough to treat my clients or my business with respect. I'm in my 30s, honey. I done won awards and shit by now. Okay? Then I gotta go to work. And then in my legal job, I feel in fear for my private information and my public safety. Like, my life is fucking irritating, honey. Let me just say that. Let me start with that. So when it comes to our government raising the debt ceiling, 3 trillion some odd dollars, passing a government budget, passing a 1.25 infrastructure bill, including going green energy, maybe universal broadband, some type of Medicare and in-home care, extensive budgets for that. Did I say green energy? Maybe solar energy. 1.25 trillion, and no mention was any money or funding to heads of households or taxpayers like myself, who've been busting my ass, overcoming struggles, winning awards, maintaining a good heart around people who I feel are plotting against my safety and my life or my progress in life. I don't get no fucking stimulus check. I gotta still somehow have a home with all these utilities paid for and a job and a vaccine. Don't forget, they want us to be employed and vaccinated. And maintain a home and all the utilities and even afford a laptop to use a benefit from universal income or have a space to take care of someone who might be in need of in-home care. 3.5 trillion, I believe that's what they said. Now we have a Build Back Better plan supposed to get passed. You heard me, Build Back Better plan. 1.75 trillion dollars after we just passed 1.25 trillion. And they can't tell us what's part of this plan yet still. That's supposed to be getting voted on any second now. Thank you for my money. Forgot to turn down all the volume, so you guys are gonna hear sometimes when my money pops on the screen. Thank you. Honey, really quickly at change.org, there's a petition for a forced stimulus check in the amount of $2,000. I signed it. I think I paid $18 to sign it. I think I shouldn't have paid the $18, but I did because I needed to sign it. Unlike everybody else, I don't have a whole bunch of resources to fall back on if the government don't want to give us shit. I just told y'all, what's up, y'all? Hey, really quick, I'm going to shout y'all out really quick. We at about 35, 40 viewers active right now. Thank y'all for being here. Over 635 heart reactions. Thank y'all. I just got done telling y'all about how my family, my relationship, and my professional situations have been completely fucked for the past several years. It's been a consistent cycle and series of these certain situations and individuals. Despite overcoming shit. Remember I told you. Despite homelessness, despite being injured, things like that, etc., etc. We all need money, honey, but that's not what this is about. We're talking about the stimulus check right now in our government. Okay, I just got done telling you how completely hard my life is. Now imagine somebody who has a life just as hard as mine. Maybe a little bit easier here, but a little bit harder there. Now add on a couple kids with that. Make one of them kids a special needs child. Now you tell me where taking my job away, taking away public transportation, public health care facilities, public schools, and paying me 1/4 to 1/3 of my income with unemployment, even 1/2. Even if unemployment was more than you ever made. Now add in debt, add in student loans, add in groceries, add in hospital bills. I'm just saying, you cannot increase the debt of the country and provide all of these things and then do nothing for the head of household, the taxpayer, who's putting the money in the pot that you're about to spend. Honey, somebody like myself who overcame all those things and situations or still is fighting through some of them, who happen to do good things, win awards and other things like that, who managed to work a job or go to college or work 2 jobs. Now, I was working 2 jobs before the quarantine, 2 full-time jobs. My income would have easily been about $4,000, $5,000 a month. My unemployment was less than $2,000 a month. Needless to say, I was not able to do anything. Anything that I had my heart set on doing when I got those 2 jobs. For the past 2 years. Because the quarantine started March of 2020. And this is the end of 2021. So that's making it about 2 years now. We're about a year and a half. Like, I don't know about you, but there's no way in hell I could pay a year and a half worth of rent with $3,000 in stimulus money. No way in hell. Anyway, say all that to say this. There is a petition on change.org. If you would like to sign it, please do so. If that is something that matters to you, if you're into that thing. that type of thing. Um, I just don't know how interested I am in hearing people talk, but we're gonna start with this beautiful young lady. Her video is less than 10 minutes long. Let's give her the floor and let's see what everybody else picked out of the government this week.
Hey guys, it's your girl and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing additional stimulus money that's available. Now, if you're still hoping for a fourth stimulus check, it seems like the Biden administration has moved on from that idea, okay? Now, I know advocates and everyday Americans like us, we haven't just yet, but there's no talk about it, right?
Really quick, I just want to say also, Joe Biden won his election with the promise of a $2,000 stimulus check. I just want to say that.
And we also know that the Senior Citizens League right now is pushing Washington to hand out these $1,400 stimulus checks to people who are on Social Security. And we have the online petitions right now for the $2,000 monthly checks, but nothing has been passed. At this moment right now, guys, it's just proposals, it's wishful thinking. But if you can use some more money, stay tuned because your girl has some programs that are still available to you. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friends. My name is Shalay, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. Okay. I would love to have you a part of my family. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. All you have to do is click that big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that. Okay, and while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love me bringing this content to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And don't forget, guys, I'm all about you creating your own stimulus package, all right? This is why I have my Build Your Brand on YouTube, because YouTube is very lucrative. Get on here, start posting some videos, make some money, and create your own stimulus package for only $14.97. If you don't need it, pick it up for a friend or two. It's the holiday season. I guarantee you, you will get a return on your investment. All right, let's go ahead and kick things off with my rental assistance and home ownership programs. Now, a lot of states have already started offering the rental and home assistance programs, but people have yet to take advantage of it. So in Illinois, tenants and landlords can get up to $25,000 in rental assistance. What? Like, y'all not taking advantage of this? Now, we know in the last stimulus package, about $46.6 billion was allotted to states to pass out the money. And according to the Department of Treasury, only about $7 billion of those dollars have been used. So that means there's a lot of money out here, guys. So if you are a homeowner and you're having trouble with making your house payments or utility bills, definitely take advantage of these programs, especially if you are a renter as well. Now, don't forget, we have aid for food workers and farmers. So some workers who kept us fed throughout the pandemic, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you are now eligible for a stimulus grant under the new program announced by the Department of Agriculture. So grocery store workers, farm and meat packer workers. Now, since you had to dip into your own funds, they want to pay you back with $600. You can use this for anything, PPE, equipment, anything regarding your household as well. All you have to do is go to your local agencies and nonprofits to get your name on the list. Next, we have the Broadband Assistance Program, where the Federal Communication Commission, for example, provides low-income households a temporary discount on broadband or internet service. So the thinking is the pandemic has made connectivity more vital than ever. So things like work from home, virtual learning, this program gives eligible households up to $50 off their internet or broadband bills. Now, some people will also be able to get that $100 discount from buying a laptop or a computer as well. Next, we have the paid college and internship program. So think Michigan, West Virginia, South Carolina, they all have announced these workforce scholarships where they will pay you to go back to college or get some skills. And upon your graduation, you not only will get some type of check or assistance, but you get a job as well. Now, these scholarships are funded by the governor's emergency education relief funds. Some people are using their pandemic relief funds, but they will cover the cost of your tuition at colleges as well. So these are programs that are still available if you want to retrain, go back to college, or even just start college for the first time. We also have the guaranteed income program. So all across the nation, we have different states and counties that are offering $1,000 per month for 12 months to cover expenses like childcare, transportation, utilities, bills. I mean, and these programs range from incarcerated individuals to senior citizens as well. So there are a lot of openings for these guaranteed programs. Then we have funeral assistance, right? Now, if you lost a loved one due to the pandemic, I definitely want to send my condolences to you as well. But maybe you may not know that FEMA is offering applications, or they're accepting applications for funeral assistance as well as disaster assistance that happened for any of the storms this year. So that money is still available. Then we have the Excluded Workers Fund. Now, the Excluded Workers Fund is for undocumented residents or other workers who were excluded from any type of pandemic relief. We've seen these programs in New York, in New Jersey, and there's still funds available as well. Who cannot forget about the child tax credit? So the American Rescue Plan also sent money directly to families and expanded the federal child tax credit. So families that had children under 6 will get $300 per month. 6 through 17, you get $250 per month, and that's from July to December of this year. I just discussed this in an earlier video that if you have yet to receive your money, then you can get a lump sum payment on December 15th. And I mean, guys, this is per child per month as well. So definitely take advantage of the child tax credit. And remember, it's still available even if you don't work or if you have a low income. They do have things available. If you still have a child, you more than likely qualify for the child care assistance as well. And then we have the state stimulus check. So we've seen this with California with the Golden State stimulus, but now a lot of states are offering their own stimulus checks and requirements. For example, like in Seattle, Washington, qualifying adults can receive one-time payments of $1,000 to $3,000 per month, depending on their household size. And every Seattle resident is eligible, regardless of like their citizenship or immigration status. Those applications are due on November 15th. We have Nevada that's giving out $5,000 for children with disabilities. So it is money that's out here. You just have to look for it. So between the state stimulus checks, the guaranteed income, the tax credits, they even have different family and business grants that are still going on out here. So definitely take if your business was affected by it, or they even have that if you want to start, and there's still money out there. What I'm saying is, guys, we're getting down, okay? I'm not saying it's but a lot of this money is not being allocated to send out to just residents nationwide like we did in March of 2020 or April of 2020. Now it's more based on the state or the counties to now issue the money that they have been given from the government on there. But you know how I am. I'm always looking for the money. So if there's money out there to be had, your girl is going to find it, okay? But let me know, what do you think about these programs? Have you applied for some of the rental assistance? Were you denied? Have you applied for any of the guaranteed income programs? Was your application accepted? Check out my videos that I post on Free this week. A lot of times you can find out what's going on in different states on what I can find, as well as go ahead and create your own stimulus package, guys, because nobody is going to take care of you like you, okay? So grab a copy of my ebook and yeah, go ahead and start getting on YouTube, everyone, posting these videos. There's something on YouTube for everyone. So don't think that no one will want to watch your silliness or your business or whatever it is, your children, because there's something on this platform for everyone. And then also take this money or this time and discover what are you good at, because I'm sure you can create your own little $1,000 a month somewhere, somehow. And this is all I have. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.
All right. She was actually not bad at all. I think we are subscribed already. I'm going to turn on my bell for her, so when she posts, we can see. I don't know if I got another video in me, but I think we can at least start one and see if anybody has any notes or information on what is going to be included in the Build Back Better plan, as far as what the White House has been saying the past few days, actually the past week. Uh, they said they passed the infrastructure bill surprisingly. Like they didn't know it was going to get passed like that. So, um, the question is this: whose video is going to be worth me watching? Because I'm pretty, I'm kind of picky. I just don't know, honey. Who could we believe? Who's doing their research and who's telling us something besides promoting their business, though? Or their friend's business, or trying to get y'all to sign up for a scam. See, and these videos not that long, so whew, goodness, dear.
What's up, you guys? It's Ron here with the latest news on your
Let's
$2,000
go.
fourth stimulus check update and recurring stimulus check update. According to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, the administration will keep fighting to include family leave in the upcoming
this
stimulus
guy.
bill. This is one of the Democrats' top priorities, so I do expect that this will be a long and drawn-out battle. Also, just last week, Congress won a small victory with the passage of the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Now, since then, business groups have been urging President Biden to swiftly sign the bill. Also, lastly, apparently a Republican representative who voted for the bill said that she supported the legislation because, quote, these are the things people expect when they pay taxes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are expecting a lot more than just what we're getting or what we've seen recently when they're paying the taxes, but I digress. We'll break this down further in this video, and we will discuss all of these and more in this video today, so definitely stick around to the end. But first, I want to say welcome back to all my subscribers. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are doing very well today. And for those who are brand new to the channel, my name is Ron. We cover all things personal finance, investing, cryptocurrencies, stock market updates. Hey, did you guys like that Shiba Inu cryptocurrency video we just did? Drop me a comment down below. We are covering it all right here on the Ron Yates channel. So if you haven't already, join the family, hit the subscribe button, and tap that notification bell. That way you're notified as soon as I release new videos and updates. And also, don't let this winter catch you guys off guard with any kind of unexpected home repairs. It seems like the furnace and your water heater in the house will only go out when it is least convenient. Get your free home warranty quote in the link in the description down below. I'll also put a link in the pinned comment. That way you can get your free home warranty quote. Let's jump right into this. And before we get into today's stimulus package updates, I wanted to cover a very big story that's going on right now regarding Elon Musk selling over $1.1 billion worth of Tesla stock. Now, a lot of you guys were heavily gravitating toward the previous video where I covered the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency coin. Now, I know you guys really like the M1 Finance app. I read your comments, especially how it allows you to buy fractional shares of very expensive companies. So even if you don't have thousands or millions of dollars, you can even get started with as little as less than $100. And so the big story today is Elon Musk sells over $1.1 billion worth of Tesla stock. And so many people are wondering, well, what's going on with Tesla stock? Should I buy now? Should I sell? According to financial findings on Wednesday, CEO Elon Musk is selling a block of Tesla shares via a plan that he set in motion on September 14th this year. The sales amount to more than 930,000 shares worth over $1.1 billion. He still holds more than 170 million shares. Now, it says here, Elon Musk actually sold these shares in part to satisfy tax obligations related to an exercise of stock options. Before the sale plan was made public, Elon Musk asked his 62.5 million Twitter followers to vote in an informal poll, telling them that their vote would determine the future of his Tesla holdings. The filings reveal that, in fact, he knew some of his shares were slated for sale this week. Now, the big question is Elon Musk bailing out on Tesla? I highly doubt that, especially when you look at it like this. 930,000 shares of Tesla stock, that's a whole boatload of stocks being sold. However, if you look at the grand scheme of things, it shows here that he still holds more than 170 million shares of Tesla still. So this is like half of 1% of his total amount of shares. So I don't think he's bailing out anytime soon, at least not based on this information. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have seen the movie The Big Short. Comment down below if you've seen The Big Short. Now, Michael Burry is the famous Big Short investor, and he became really, really well known because of his call. He predicted the 2008 housing crisis and the whole housing market crash that ensued. And so he's got a lot of credibility in terms of predicting future events in the stock market and the economy in general. And so now the Big Short investor Michael Burry says that Tesla stock could plunge 90% and notes Elon Musk said it was overpriced at $160 last year. Can Tesla fall 80, 90% after 2000? Many high flyers did. Amazon fell 95% 2 decades ago.
I'm about to quit
changed
my
its
job,
whole business and thrived much later. This is what Michael Burry tweeted. The Scion asset management boss noted Elon Musk himself said that Tesla was overvalued last year when the clean energy company stock was trading at less than a sixth of its current price. So, taking all things into consideration, should you buy Tesla stock? Should you sell Tesla stock?
Then
should
I
you
gotta
hold Tesla stock?
shit,
I'll tell you like I always say, do your own research and fully vet your companies before jumping into them. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. I'll be keeping a close watch on how Tesla stock is performing over the next several days. I'll keep you guys updated, but for now, let's jump into the stimulus package updates. Now, today we have breaking news regarding President Biden, and things might not be looking so good for him. A poll released Monday showed a majority of Americans believe President Biden has not devoted enough attention to what they view as the nation's most important issues. A CNN poll, which was conducted before the passage of the bipartisan $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, found that 58% of those who surveyed did not think that President Biden has paid enough attention to the most important problems facing the country. The same poll found 48% of adults approve of Biden's job performance, while 52% disapprove. I'd love to know if you guys are approving or disapproving of President Joe Biden's performance so far. Hit me up in the comments down below. I'd love to know where my community stands on this one. This also goes on to say that the poll found that 36% of those surveyed said that the state of the economy is the most critical problem for the country, the most of any issue. Of those respondents, 72% said that Biden has not paid enough attention to the right issues. As it stands now, it looks like the majority's view on President Biden is on the disappointing side, or rather disapproving side. Now, on top of that, the people feel that President Biden hasn't prioritized the biggest issue in our country, which is the worsening economy. Now, I understand where these poll voters are coming from. I understand where you guys are coming from. I read your comments every single day. The economy is, in fact, not in a very good place right now, given the current circumstances. Prices are sky high. We've got hyperinflation. Maybe not hyperinflation, but we do have a rapid rate of inflation. We've got supply chain issues which continue to plague the economy. Our government has been doing many things to address the problem, but it's a bit too big of an issue to solve quickly. These problems are expected to last until next year, so you guys better prepare. And I'm not the kind of guy who usually cares about presidential approval ratings, but looking at these stats can really give us an inside look on how the people of our country are generally thinking as a whole, and that's valuable information. Hopefully things change for the better. All right, guys, first up, here's the update on the stimulus bill, which the Democrats are working very hard to strike a deal on, and there are many ongoing developments regarding the stimulus bill, and today is no exception from such story. Now, this time we're going to be talking about the stimulus bill's provisions. According to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, the administration will keep fighting to include family leave in the stimulus bill. Now, of course, this is one of the Democrats' top priorities, so we can expect that this is going to be a long and drawn-out battle. But what did the Transportation Secretary have to say about this? Let's look into this issue here. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg on Monday said that Biden's administration will continue to fight for paid leave, adding that his personal experience taught him that leave is, quote, time to do important work. It's talked about as time off. It's time to do good work, joyful work, meaningful work, but it's time to do important work. This is what Buttigieg told reporters at the White House. I feel like he said this like 100 times already. He said, quote, it's no secret how he feels about paid leave, nor how President Biden feels about it. Indeed, it's no secret by now that paid leave is one of the Democrats' top priorities. They also desperately want to include this into the stimulus bill since they know how popular this particular measure is. However, not everyone's going to support this. Like everything happening in the whole stimulus bill journey, there's opposition to this, and you wouldn't be surprised to find out who's against this one. Now, of course, the person leading the charge against this measure is none other than your boy, Senator Joe Manchin. I'm not kidding, guys. And I'm not kidding, guys, when I say that he's almost opposed to everything that the Democrats are fighting for. Considering the context and the events behind the scenes, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg's statements here are reassuring. Actually, His statement saying that, quote, "It's no secret about how he feels about paid leave" is a call back to the time when he took paternity leave during the supply chain crisis only a few months ago. Now, this came after the birth of his twins, and this made quite a few headlines since Fox News blew it up. It goes without saying that parents need to spend time with their newly born children. I can't argue with that. However, the responsibilities and the duties of his job and his position, especially during that time, make this particular situation even more complex. Now, whether or not he should have taken this leave or not is really not the conversation that we would quickly conclude, but I'd love to hear from you guys what you guys think about it. So hit me up in the comments down below. Now, regardless of what we believe, it's obvious that paid leave is a necessary provision, and understandably, President Biden and Democrats are strongly pushing for it. On top of that, President Biden has also expressed support for this, and he in fact campaigned for this too. It's pretty safe to say that the president will not go down without fighting for this provision. Now, this adds to the long list of provisions Democrats are fighting for, which we will discuss more later. Biden had proposed 12 weeks of paid family leave in the Democrats' sweeping social spending package. That had been trimmed to 4 weeks through negotiations, and then was fully cut from the White House's framework as a concession to Senator Joe Manchin. Quote, "The president put forward a framework that he's confident can pass the House and the Sequoia Buttigieg." Joe Manchin strikes again, and this article has just revealed that he's the reason behind the trimmed down duration of paid leave. Just wow. Now, aside from that, he's also against provisions like climate change policies, Medicare expansion, and others. More importantly, though, he's the primary reason this bill is now at $1.75 trillion instead of the original $3.5 trillion, which Democrats initially called for. He cited rising inflation and not wanting to support reckless spending as his reasons back then, and still might be the same now. However, if this bill was at $3.5 trillion now, we would be seeing a more extensive and comprehensive set of priorities packed in there, including free community college, universal pre-K, Medicare expansion, which would have included hearing, dental, and vision, an extension on child care taxes, rental assistance, unemployment, lower drug prices, corporate tax hikes, and the list goes on and on. Now, Democrats have even engaged in talks to throw in a fourth stimulus check in there, but they haven't released any new updates on this one lately. Another round of stimulus check payments would definitely have helped millions of Americans get by during this pandemic, especially the lower income earners. There's no doubt about that.
All right, y'all. That's Ryan Yates on YouTube. Y'all follow him and subscribe to hear more. Or follow us at the Cherry Franklin Show. Check out our recently played list so you can get access to all the videos we watch here on the show. Now, last thing I'm going to say, change.org and vote.org. These are places where you can use your voice to make a difference in your city, your county, your state, and in the federal law. Please do what you can, where you can, when you can, and make a difference. Thank y'all for being here, making me a top streamer. We gave Facebook and YouTube about 40 minutes. We're going to go ahead and fade to the background. You're beautiful. Your soul is beautiful. Your energy is positive. You're important to me, your community, your family, and your friends. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here, making me a top streamer. All of that, all of that, all of that. Thank y'all for my money. I do see some money on the screen. Y'all make sure you